I'm not criticizing because I want to criticize. I'm criticizing because yesterday, former President William Ryan Parade jet. When the Joseph Parker applied for power is Ryan Parade jet for Jericho But I will speak because people exactly here talking about pastor my comfort. Spend my whole morning to bring him to power because we thought the wrong yesterday was going to be right today.
And it's a pleasant good morning to be with you again. Sorry that we had to start late. So my name is Promise Molly Babu and I'm here with you people. Again, it's been a long time. I've missed each and every one of you, but I'm glad that I'm back.
If you are gangster, then you want to go to Rome. If you are lawmaker and then you start to the law that we what's up, then you say you want to send back and then you waste your time. Nobody here can be what they want me equal to me. But what we can be, what is not happening?
Let me bring this down to welcome you all to the Freedom Money Rise Fridays edition. It's been a long time and we haven't sat behind these microphones. We are glad to be right back here with you people. And today promises to be an interesting day because we have too many things to talk about with you uh, behind your radios, you watching us through live, and each and every one of you who are watching us through our YouTube channel. Want to say welcome to the Freedom Money Rise Fridays edition. We are here today. We also going to play host to uh, the leadership of the soup, and they're going to be here. That's the Student Unification Party. They're going to be here at 9 o'clock up to 10 o'clock. And we also got too many things to talk about as the happenings continues in the country. So stay with us as we take few words from our sponsors. Right after that, we be right back here, kicking start with all of the information we have to give you. Sorry, and before I forget, those of you that are in the Johnsonville belt, Badnessville, that and you guys, we have great news for you. We have great news for you right here. So we have the Tugon School of Professional Journalism, and it presents to you 9 months diploma in journalism. I trust you people want to. There are people out there who want to know more about this whole journalism stuff, right? So it's to your door. It's at your door right now. You can just contact the numbers that I'm about to call. You can just contact the numbers I'm about to call. You can contact zero. It is that's 0888 999 682 0888 999 682 0775 444 272 0775 444 272 or 0886 172 628. But as we continue we go into our discussion, I will get back to you with more information from the Tugon, that's the Tugon School of Professional Journalism. So stay with us. Let us take a few words from our sponsors, and be right back here with you people.
There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hands for the right authority. Really can't take your law in. Crime stopper here for us. Bring the sector to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see a you not talking, I mean you cheche. Do well for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, the stopping crime for all of us. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, keeping us safe, the stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, the stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, crime stopper, keeping us safe, the stopping crime for all of us.
And yeah, they're stopping crimes for each and every one of us. They are stopping crimes for us. All right. So we are here again. We are here today. Let us take this short break. I gotta take this. This is important. I gotta take it. Let's go.
There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hands for the right authority. Really can't take your law in. Crime stopper. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see a you not talking, I mean you cheche. Do well for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, the stopping crime for all of us. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, crime stopper, keeping us safe, the stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to.
And yeah, Old Man Sam Sion, the man that wants Liberia to be peaceful. He don't want us fighting among ourselves, and he also don't want people burning each other. He's telling us to do away with mob justice and always report to the authorities in charge instead of us taking the laws into our own hands. So we are here again. Yes, it's always a blessed day to be here. It's always nice to come back on behind these microphones and talk to you people. So we all are following the happenings of the country, and we are seeing things are being dragged from this other end to the next. So first of all, let us start up with the Yeke Koluba case. This man is the same man who have always used his way of advocacy to talk for himself and his people who believed in him. So he's the kind of person that some of us we don't really support, but in his way, he I don't know how I should say it. He say what he wants to say the way he feel he can say it. The way he feel he can say it. So that's him. This is the man, this very same man is the man that brought this very government to power. This man is the same man who have always used his form of advocacy to bring others down, right? That's his style. That's how he run his part of politics. But this is not why I'm behind these microphones to talk about. The thing is, every time it reaches a point for the president to step in and act as the president, when it comes to the rule of law, when it comes to justice, when it comes to doing the right thing in the country, the president always distanced himself from these things. The president always distanced himself from them, right? He always. So if it happened before, and the president of Liberia is repeating the same trend today, where are we headed? Where are we headed? Where are we going with this whole let justice be done, let us respect the rule of law? You know, when it reached a point, the last time I think the president said that we should respect the rule of law. But when it gets to the president making decision or backing the rule of law, the president always distanced himself from these things. On yesterday, the president was asked how he see this whole case, this whole Yeke Koluba removal, suspension or expulsion, whatsoever it is. And the president said, things that have not happened before will start to happen now. You know, it was funny, but it is serious. And then the president started to tell the Liberian people that there are functions of leadership. What is happening has nothing to do with the executive branch of government. So let the legislators handle what is happening. They are not taking into consideration that these have put in a halt on things that are to be done. So there comes in with the lawmakers being called back to the printing of new bank notes. The lawmakers being called back to the printing of new bank notes, but just a charade to bring them back to expel Yeke Koluba from the House of Representatives. A man who was voted with pride. Someone who the citizens of District Number 10, people of Monrovia, people of Liberia, Monserrado County, someone who the people went out there for say, yes, we trust him. That's the man. They are telling us that he cannot continue being representative over his people because he what he said was an act of treason. Like, seriously? So when the president said if he had not won the election, there were going to be no more Liberia, how do we look at that statement? Was it also an act of treason too? Was it at that time? So did we expect that the past regime would have held the president in contempt or sue him, or I don't know how to say it, because he said that if there was any cheating or if they had not, there were going to be no Liberia. So instead of us being so hypocritical, let us come back to reality. Let us come back to reality. Not every time when we come out here, we should say, this is what is happening in Liberia. The Liberian people are already struggling. All of the money that is in the country is not going to the Liberian people. The Liberian people are still finding it difficult to push through with life, support their children. Then instead of you people using that very same money to go out there and try to empower others, you guys want to use that money to go about doing by election for a man who yesterday was hailed by you people. What's the sense in it? Where are we going with it? Because there's nothing new about Yeke. Yeke is one of the persons that have never changed. Everybody in that house have changed. Everybody in that house have done things and move on, change another way, do things differently. But Yeke have never changed before. Yeke have always been brutal in his statement. He have always been the person who he don't care how you feel, what you think. He will say what he want to say. So what's new about Yeke that you people are just finding out and you want to change things? What's new? There's nothing new. There's nothing new. There's nothing new. There's nothing new about Yeke. He have never changed before. This is the same man that you guys held for 6 years. For 6 good years. And someone said, so yesterday my friend told me, I think I said something, and then she said, why you always in the class here? You always want to be opposition to this class. You are the Yeke of this class. I said, no, mama, I'm not. I'm not the Yeke of this class. I'm just in the right. But don't can't get me Yeke, ni I won't be Yeke, right? So this is the same man that you guys held before. So why now it should reach your time? Then you guys want to expel him from the House of Legislators. Are you telling your people that they are not sound for putting him there? Don't you think they know what they want? That's the reason he keeps winning over and over. It is not his first term. So tell us, why is it should reach now that you guys want to expel Yeke? So let me get the president's voice when the president said that he's not going to talk into this because there are various departments or branches of government, and he's not going to talk into this one. He's not. That's the word of President Joseph Yuma Boakai. Once it reaches time for us to the president saying let justice or let the rule of law be applied. Then the president can say, so at first he said, I will work with quorum. Although the Justice Ministry said, or Supreme Court said, that the people that he decided to work with were not in the right space. They were functioning out of the rule of law. But the president said he was going to work with quorum. And on yesterday, the president made this statement. Let us get this up. Sorry, I cannot take it through the computer, so I'm going to use the mic. Let's go. Let's get this.
There's much of us a discussion of the expulsion of a certain lawmaker.
Listen.
There are some citizens.
When the journalist asked the president, people are still thinking when the journalist asked the president, listen to the response from Mr. Barker.
As long as we leave things will happen. I am now in the legislature.
So he said, as long as we live, things will happen. Things that have not happened before, right? Things that have not happened before, it will start to happen. That was the president's message. So he's not going to talk in this whole expulsion saga. He's not going to say anything cause. So just listen.
As long as we live,
just listen to him. Listen to him.
there are a lot of things that never happened that will happen. As long as we live, things will happen. I am now in the legislature.
Thank you, Mr. President.
You heard him? He said, as long as we live, there are a lot of things that have not happened before. It will start to happen. I'm not in the legislature, and I'm not going to interfere with it. Let the legislators handle their issue. Oh, this is so funny, but it is serious, right? So we have a president that is telling us he don't have any veto power. He don't have any veto power. He don't have any veto power. He cannot say anything. Nobody is willing to listen to him. But I just think it's when it is not in his interest, then he don't. Right? That's how I see it. That's how I see it. I don't know about you. So very shortly we'll start to take course on this. Right? We'll start to take course on this. We will start to take course on it because this is our president. If the president will not be going after us maintaining a proper country with our rules and regulations being in tight, then trust me, we are going nowhere. We are going nowhere. Jonathan, if you're out there, please come in for a minute, please. Yeah, we are going nowhere. So how can we have a president that is telling us that he cannot say anything? But this is the same president that when the Capitol building got burned, the president didn't wait for the people to even investigate the case, and he told us it was an arson case. The same president. So now, for Natikofa time, you was going to you said you will only work with quorum, which is Yeke Koluba. Your Yeke Koluba, the devil that you guys dressed, that came back to beat you people. This is the same man that you're saying you cannot do nothing. You cannot say anything about him because you are not part of the legislators. It's funny. It is serious. So let us go to our comment section. If you haven't shared the live, if you are watching through Facebook or YouTube and you haven't shared the live yet, you can start by sharing it now. Let people start to hear everything we're talking about, right? They need to know what's going on. They need to know. And if you're listening through radio, try to add the volume up, increase your volume so people in your community can hear it. So the same people who hailed Yeke Koluba yesterday can listen to it and know where we are headed, right? If you haven't done that, please start doing it now. We are looking and want to see people sharing the life. So if you haven't done it, please start now. So this is it. We are in a country where everyone is just somehow, they will just do things the way they want to do it. They will just handle it the way they want to handle it because they are in a country where the president do not have any say. That's the reason we have government officials just going about doing what they want to do, saying what they want to say. I continue to say this. Every time we have a feedback from the president or we get just any kind of free talk, I say, I see the reason why the ministers are loose in talking to us. I see why one minister will tell us the only thing he needs to do right now is to create Ministry of Bread and Butter. Because it is from up. The president can just give us any kind of talk he wants to give us. And then one more about his ministers. So we are not just here or listening to it because we want to. But this is a country. You sign up to run this country the right way. That was what you signed up for, to run this country the right way. So the way you are running it is not the right way. Every time it reaches the rule of law, you distance yourself from it. Every time. Once it's the rule of law, you say, no, that's not my place. I cannot talk in this. I cannot do this. I cannot do that. And that's bad. It is sickening. If you knew you had no plans of governing this country, it was simple. You was to just sit back and allow people to come into power who has the strength, the energy, and see the executive as the overall. If it had been someone who you had appointed and the people keep pressing, you will continue pressing the house to confirm that person. You will not say, I'm not part of the house. You will not say that. But because you don't care about Liberians, you don't care how we see things, how things are going. So right now, the country is already struggling. The people are already crying. Then you want to bring us back to another bad election. For what reason? For what reason? For what reason? Let us go to our comment section and be right back to this discussion. Because I told you the first segment is about our rule of law. And the second one, we will be having the Student Unification Party. That's the guys from SUP to come and have conversation with us on this media this morning on issues that is affecting the nation, the student body of Liberia, and their protest this one time. How was it and how it ended? We all know how it ended, but how are they taking it? So we still here. Let us get to the comment section and be right back with our discussion. And for those of you who haven't commented, you can send in your comment now because I am in the comment section reading your comment out to people. Let's go. We have George Watkins Jr. says, good morning, everyone. I'm following from the HQ of Honorable Solomon Chipo in District Number 13, Monserrado County. Mohammed S. Rogers say hi. We have Juje Warren says, good morning, I'm following. We have Bobby Jadia says, good morning, my Freedom FM family. I'm watching from my Satan residence. We have Heron Tito Jr. Good morning, I'm watching from my residence in Cowell. Malu F. Fofana, good morning, I'm following from 20th Street. Asata M. Miller, good morning, Freedom Morning Rise family. I'm watching live from Soul Clinic Community. Good to be on the show. Lovette Das Bumbo says, good morning, Freedom family. Watching from Soul Clinic. Joy Bless, good morning, Freedom family. I'm watching live from Japan, Jakarta City. And this person is Musa A. Sheriff. I'm watching you live from New Georgia, Gardnersville. We have Dinah Dennis says, good morning. I'm following up from my residence in New York City, Manhattan. Good morning, Dinah. And we have Louis Billity says, good morning. We have Roland Swa says, good morning. That's good morning, Freedom Radio. Roland Swa watching from Johnsonville, Kangattown community. Today is my birthday. Happy birthday to you, Roland Swa. Wishing you all of God's blessing. We have Abraham and Allison says, good morning, Freedom FM family. I'm following from Das Belize. Let me take this time to appreciate you guys for the show. And we have Flexible General. I'm following Rende Kofa Mahama says, good morning. I'm Rende K. Mahama. I'm watching live from Boston Junction, Magibi County. Good morning, Rende. We have Stephen Fowler Jr. say, I'm watching with you. We have Ben Cooper Jr. says, watching, and Lasana B. Zodia, that's Zodua. And he says, good morning, my dear sister. I'm watching you from my workplace. Good morning, Lasana. Let's go. We still have few comments here. We have Siliki Toure says, good morning, Stanley Sharif. I'm watching from Broadville. We have Moses Salif says, I'm watching from home. A man like me staying at home every time. We have this is Abu Menza says, following from Dolobala Town. Okay, that's Grand Cape Mount County. We have Buffon Yanka says, good morning, family. I'm watching you guys from Accra, Ghana. Good morning. We have Samuel Light Cooper says, good morning, says Promise. I'm following from Kawa, Thumbs Up community. I think the explosion of Honorable Yeke Koluba is what the president wants. Many of the government officials, including the president, are hurt by what Honorable Yeke Koluba continue to say daily. We have Daily Break T. Yang. That's T. Young, and he says, good morning. I'm following from River G County, District Number 1. That's my county. Good morning, dear. I'm a proud Grebo woman. So he says, we have Setu B. Jabo, Never Das Edition, following from Kangattown, Johnsonville. We have Morris, Fiaka Morris says, I'm watching live from the University of Liberia campus. We have Emmanuel Bro says, good morning, Promise and Freedom Morning Rise. Watching from Minneapolis, Minnesota, USA. Good morning, Emmanuel. We have Rose Nimland Bella, and that's, she says, good morning, Freedom family. We have Setu B. Jacob again. All right, we have Ralph D. Wilson watching you live from Ganta City, Nima County. I am Ralph D. Wilson Jr., commonly known as that's Yago and sister Liberia really deserve better living condition because things are not really pleasant for them. Liberians too, bro. Alexander Colley says, Good morning, Freedom FM. Following from Grangida County, we have Balaba says, good morning, Freedom family. I'm following from Magibi County. And we have Paul S. Flomo says, good morning. I'm watching from Habel, General Market, Firestone. So that's all of the comments we have for now. If you haven't sent in your comment yet, you can do so. So, as I was saying, the country money was spent to bring the lawmakers back, only to remove Yeke Koluba. Because the first day of that sitting, the first thing on their agenda was how to expel Yeke Koluba. So we just have money in this country for people's selfish use. They don't care about the citizens. They don't care. But at the end of the day, they will still come back. I wonder how these lawmakers who are in the house and continue to go against the rule of law, continue to do things that are now representing them as representatives of their various districts. They really think they are going back? Because I don't know, right? You will always see it is wrong, but because you want to prove that you are a partisan instead of being a citizen or representative to your federal or districts, you will continue to do the wrong thing. How are you guys seeing this whole thing? Is it that you just come in there for the fun, or because you guys have already set money aside so 2029 you people can truck and carry people to your various districts to go and vote for you? So you don't care. You're just doing the most, right? You're just doing the most. You're doing the most. How you guys take yourself to be, right? The Liberian people are your employers. You will put their whole life on hold. Agriculture break. You are not going back to your district. You don't even have farm in your district. You don't have anything. When they say agriculture break, that America, you people go and sit down. You guys don't have any farm. Even the people who are representatives in the rural area, there is no day we have seen any media going on their farms when they are on agriculture break. So you guys are only in the house just to eat our money. That's the only thing you guys are in the house for. Just to eat our money. You only won't get the money. Yeah. You lie to the people. When I am this, I will do this to you. Trust me. Once I win, you guys will be. At the end of the day, there's nothing to show. Your citizens will keep crying. There's no job in the country. The people of Liberia are begging. The young people begging. The older ones are begging. Everybody. Instead of you guys putting the money back, already you guys are taking free money. Yes. And when the people come to you people to help out, someone come and say, okay, can you please help me? My child is not in school. Please, I cannot even afford my rent. There are people who are sitting home today. You know, there are some choices that we make in this life. When it comes back to us, we just start to think, what was I thinking on? How did I even get this far? Right? There are choices that we made. The government officials of this government is already mean. They're not willing to help anyone besides their family members. You will try your best. You try to do the right thing. You go out there and say you want to get employed. You want to do this. You will not get it. To have job, even sweeping job in this country is about connection. People sit there and say, not everybody will work in government. My dear brothers and sisters, political reward is not in heaven. It is not in heaven. Once a person strive with you, the people that even brave to say that thing, if today they were not given jobs, they will turn against the same government. Political reward is not in heaven. So someone cannot walk under the ring, under the sun, use their own money, transport themselves back and forth. At the end of the day, they cannot even be helped with sweeping job. And you cannot everybody. Not everybody will work in government. Have you brought any company to hire any one of them? Have you? Have you? You have never. You haven't brought any company that will hire any one of them. They are still struggling on their own. That's the main reason they come back to you to appeal for jobs. They come back to ask, can I have this? Can I have that? The business people self are crying. You go in town, there are too many people selling. Right? There are too many people selling. And every one of us are selling. Not every one of us are able to buy. Right? Some people will get the goods, they come, they do CP. Before people pay them, they get horse to mouths to feed themselves, they and their children. Before they finish collecting that money, nothing leaving the business. Then you come back to tell someone that not everybody will work in government. They cannot say not everybody will work in government. Just leave your position and put another person that you are not forced to work in government. You are not. So instead of spoiling our money to call these people back, they are already eating loose money that they cannot even agree to reduce. We say the former regime said, let us bring their terms down. The time they will be in power, let us bring it down. They started telling their family members, when you go out there, vote no. Because of greed. Because of greed. They don't want to leave the position. They'll be acting like that's an inherited position that they have created. No. So it was September 17, 2023. People took upon themselves. Though there were so many people who did it out of hate. People went against the past regime out of hate. People because they were not afford their jobs. People, there were others because they just had personal hatred for the former president. Other people, it was because they are partisans. So someone said, I did this because of my country. I say, you are a liar. You never thought of this country. You never did. You wasn't even thinking about this country. The only thing that was on your mind was how to push the people you thought were in your interest and then bring them to power and see what you can get from there. You are not. You are not. Coming out to us can tell us, say, oh, it is about my country. It is not about your country. So I told you, I said, through our conversation, I'll come back to the Tugon School of Professional Journalism. And this school is one of our own because the administrator, owner of this school is no other person but Hega Zawulugonda. Yes. He's the owner of this school. And this is a 9 months professional journalism diploma program. Tell me you want to do this. No matter where you are, right? He said, I should tell you, it's not even about the distance. This is about education. Education is expensive. I tell you today, it is expensive. Some of us want to knock our feet and run away from college because it's expensive. With this hardship, someone is doing this for you. You don't have to go 4 years, 6 years, 5 years before you can have an experience in journalism or be able to sit behind these microphones. So the Tugon School of Professional Journalism presents to you a 9 months diploma in journalism program. We have the beginner, you have the junior and the senior. Everything runs 3 months, 3 months, 3 months. So Just call this number. Call this number. And you will hear from Hagar. Call this number. The Lone Star number is 088. That's 0888. Yes, 0888 999 681. I repeat, 0888 999 681. And the orange number to call is 0775 444 272. 0775 444 272. And the last Lone Star number is 086 172 628. 086 172 628. We are here. We are here for you people. So let's take calls on this topic as we bring in by 9 o'clock. We will be paying host to the Men for Soup. Yeah, that's the Student Unification Party will be playing host to them. And when they come, we'll have a wider conversation. For those of you who are in the comment section, just leave your comment on the topic, and we continue to talk on it. So let's hear your view. Do you think the statement from the president was right, that he's not part of the legislature, so he cannot talk in the happenings in the House? And what do you think on the explosion of Honorable Yeke Koluba? So the numbers to call are 0776 104 104, 086 500 104, or plus 231 86 500 104. That's the calls right here. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my dear sister, and good morning to Freedom FM family, and good morning to my peace-loving people of the Republic of Liberia. The name remains constant this great Friday morning at Bangso AF Kamal. My sister is still there. The story is so frustrating and concerning. I wonder yesterday when President Joseph Numa Boakai made a statement that he does not have the veto power. I asked myself to where I was. I said, then who is in charge? We know that we have three branches of government with separational functions. But you have as a CEO the power, the veto power, that the people voted you. They come out to say before the journalist yesterday that you don't have the veto power. So who is in charge? No,
Okay.
this country is projecting
All right.
trajectory.
Let's go. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Tony.
Yes, your life.
Yeah, this is Mark Yate, calling from the PhD community.
Okay.
Can you imagine my photo promise for president that's supposed to represent of people for them to transfer out of the country? And you know what the answer for that party is that he will leave from here to go, he will travel. Before he come back, anything has already been done. Then when they interview him for a president, the president to encourage the people and hold your peace. This will not happen. Then he's there to take people on, he will always take people on. And the same when he takes people on, there is also Guana making new lane. And then when Yaka Kuruba says that, to say, they left for the people, Guana making.
All right.
For the people.
Okay.
So they always get this ticket through us.
All right.
My last I want to say, I beg you comment.
Go ahead.
The people children are equal. Let us free the people children.
All right.
That's all what we have to say. Thank you,
Okay.
Bob.
Let's go. Let's take this call from this end. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning to the Freedom FM family.
Your life.
My name is Josh Waterstad this morning. I call you from Waterstad this morning.
Go
Thank you
ahead.
ever so much this morning for your topic on the one thing I want for us to travel on is here. When our president was coming to power, doing our campaign people, he made a statement. Campaign, he said, to become president in Liberia, they will cause him to dance with the devil. He will do that. It was not a surprise to make a statement again. And we will see things that we never see in Liberia. It's not a surprise to us. Yes, we were causing so many things, and we have seen too many things happening today, which have never happened in this country.
Okay.
So, Mr. Blacker, you are right to say that because Liberian people, some of Liberian people decided to get you to that place you get today. If you are getting to your destination, to you, but history will judge you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Let's go. We got calls coming in.
Good morning, my daughter.
Good morning. You are live.
Yes, the table for calling for justice concern Liberia for justice.
All right. Make your
Thank you
point.
so much, my daughter. My daughter, Joe Bwakala installed police director Greco Como to break our parliament yesterday. Now, Joe Bwakala was in case from America to the airport where they asked him, say, let it law be the law. Now, Joe Bwakala. Now, the Joe Bwakala men that tell the police director when you went to Capitol Building, say that hooligan when they did it. Now, Joe Bwakala. That they mayor, that he the one speaking again.
Okay.
As they say, they go mayor who is there. As they pray, they pass, they go in. As they pray, they go in. The few one that we need, we will there. They next men are the rest of men are wrong decision they put in power that we are suffering today. That the criminal they put in power that they are looting the country. We are in in our community. We will
All right.
there. The few one that we need.
Okay.
They put in power that will let with the better.
All right. Let's go. Good morning. Good morning. Oh. So you need to walk away from your radio a bit.
You know, I'm going from Tasha West for a man.
Okay.
Okay. They told me to put there, you can call it for. You call you can call it, but wait for the regime. It was too big for them. Now you can call it for today. I spare myself on the regime, I spare myself to opposition. But it worried them. When you see the record feeling, I was campaigning for Blackeye. Today, no Blackeye said about in power.
Okay.
Then I was researching in a horse. Blackeye, I go for regime in Oliver for 10 days to get our resources to come back and spray your Kakoliba in the horse. To go your Kakoliba car. We are. That's what they're doing it for.
All right. Let's take another caller. Good morning.
Thank you very much. Good morning, my sister.
Yes, you are live.
Thank you very much, my sister. I am Spencer Mohammed, and I cover down Coast Pomeo, White Town Community, and a member of Concern Liberian for Justice. For us, we advocate for justice. And thank you very much for the issue. My sister, in my mind, what is happening, and the statement from the president in my mind is reckless and very irresponsible. The reasons are clear. As a president, you are the head of the country. Even if things are going bad, you need to give the people the hope. But for the president, this president,
Okay.
so always, yes, hello?
Yeah, getting you. You are
For
live.
this president to always be coming to give you a kick and be starting up in mind, it is not right and it is reckless. And
All
there's
right.
a difference. Yes, just a minute. There's a difference between getting or coming to power, and there's a difference between coming to power and managing power. In my mind, this our president do not have the mind to manage power. That's why
Okay.
he's
Let's take another call from the next line. Good morning. You are live.
Good morning, Promise.
Yes, you're live, dear. Make your point.
I'm calling from Labasi Voice Point.
All right.
What do you expect for the president to say when the president is the mastermind behind the so-called removal of Koloba? But let me tell you this. All they are playing, they don't have a number to remove Koloba. And first of all, they don't have Koloba. If you know that Koloba is
is thief of treason. What you do, you arrest the man and put him behind bar and charge him to court. If he said that he committed a crime against the state. But I know they don't have clean against the man. They are using the House of Representatives to build their state. I know that they don't have the number. So they are doing all things to divert our attention on different things.
Okay.
But I tell you, on our quarterback can never be a spare and they don't have the number, so they are wasting our time. Thank you very much.
All right. Let's take another call from right here. Good morning. Yes, let's go. Let's see if we can get this in. Yes, your life. Go. Make your point.
The president is the one that teaches where he wants to, because the business that the law member will operate. He told them to come back from break for 10 days. And they have so many issues to discuss. Security issue, this and what have you. But almost 6 days now, they are discussing the one they get back to it. So he is in the law. You cannot spend $7 million then to come to the public and say, oh, I will tell you not to it. That's the other back to it. So don't be the Supreme Court come out to say something, man. You all know in the country, the government has to spell the rule of law.
All right. Okay. We have limited time and we got more calls. For those of you who are sending your comment through the comment section, keep sending them. We will go there to read before we can have our guest. So today, I told you guys today promises to be interesting, and it's a welcome back treat from me to you. Can you please walk away from your monitor, or I just cut you off, please?
I don't have monitor. Promise. You want to earpiece? I'm going off now. Am I clearer now?
Yes, you are.
Thank you very much. This is the voice of T1P Willie. I join you from one of the districts that have been better and mismanaged on a lawless my customer. District 4 is a district, actually.
Okay.
I represent concern of justice. You see, I sat back, I used to wonder where these guys are getting that legal from. They are so energetic in their reckless speaking. And you go on a base of a guy called Anthony Kessely, and he works in the president's office. But when you see on a base, the latest man called Kage, why are things happening this way? And I used to point a accusing finger at the president, but then it was not the frame. So I'm waiting for an affirmative action. But yesterday, the president interview at the airport, it just consummated everything. There was icing placed on a cake yesterday when the president of the Republic spoke the way he spoke. Because there is a tendency in Labrador. Let me just conclude in 30 seconds. There's a tendency in Labrador of following the leader. So it tends to tell us that when the leader is speaking recklessly, all his followers will speak recklessly. This is why in the information ministry, people are being called there, or Marcos and Barcos hero, or the ministry is being referred to as Marcos and Barcos or ministry. Because the president himself is interested in reckless speaking. Therefore, all his followers are reckless in talking, and we must condemn reckless speaking by the president.
Good morning.
Good morning, parents. How are you?
I'm okay. You are live.
This is Edmond Carr, a member of the Concerned Liberian for Justice. You know, the president's statement shouldn't be a surprise to us because you remember when the CDC headquarters was broken down by the Kwaga government when he returned. He said the law is the law.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then the issue that
has to do with
yeah. So the issue that has to do with Funati removal, he said the same thing that he said that the executive had nothing to do with it, but that's a lie. Okay? The president gave a funny statement yesterday at the airport when the I see some of the things that are happening. It's never happy part where he said, well, it doesn't matter that he ain't happy, if we're not happy alone, we are living more than this will happen.
All right.
So we should brace ourselves for more of these things.
Okay.
The president is not ready. He's behind. He is the one that's responsible. Thank you.
All right. Let's take this call from the next line. Good morning.
Good morning, my friend. My name is Michelle Aduje from Lower Johnson.
Make your point, Michelle.
My my parents, my father had a parable that says, when two elephants meet, the one can suffer. So people like Jerry, people like Joseph Bogai, and they want giving heart to this country. So people, they sitting over there, we don't have something called executive article or legislature, we don't get something called judiciary that unfortunately in the country, like Joseph Bogai and Jerry, and the whole thing in the country. So anything they want, they're happy. All the things that influenced by the president, anything decides in the country right now, we're happy. So you don't want to see again that becoming critics against him.
Okay.
That all that happened is nothing else.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning.
You are live.
Yeah, thank you. I am Archie Newton, calling from District 17.
Make your point, Archie.
Thank you for your topics on a discussion. Let me say this. No president in the history of this country that violated our law than this president in power currently. This president violated our law, violated human rights, and exploit our country on a daily basis. Because he feels that this country is only for the other party. If you do not dance to his drum, he go against you. And you forgot that the race of monster, right? Then the monster trying to say how he feel, to the monster feeling different about his action, he going against the monster to remove him. Now, no government, no political party has destroyed this country than the other party. Even the monetary guy up to now.
Okay.
That's what they've been doing.
All right. All right. Good morning. No, so this number, my birthday is almost here. Nobody's spoiling my ear with that sound, right? So I'm the pre-birthday girl. You want to call, you walk away from your monitor. Let's go. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, Pame.
Yes, you're live.
I'm patient, great body from Cuba and member of the Concern Librarian for Justice.
Make your point, patience.
Pame.
Yes.
I'm even expecting the general to be interviewing Paka. Because we interview them, nothing we can get money, man.
But that's our work. We have to.
What should they want your stuff, Pame? Nothing we can get money, man. The man can be giving your teeth. Nothing we can get money, man. The man said they have people that you were working with them. When the demonic citizen party, you said the law is the law. Why are you going to be the man? Nothing we can get money, man. Nothing we can get money, man. So you're not going to any just say you're going to interview Paka. Nothing fine, I make it talk. Nothing fine. Let's get what I mean.
All right, let's take another call. Good morning.
Good morning, man.
Yes, you're live.
I'm David Wheeler. I'm calling from 15th Street.
Make your point, David.
Yeah, I just want to just remind you, promise. No, can you imagine the Chief Justice in second in the Chief Joseph Boga as a Chief Justice? What do you think you get justice in the court? You get anything better? Nothing. The certain Chief Justice introducing, opening your court, introduce the president as a Chief Justice. Done.
All right. Okay. So that's let me get to the comment section for our comments and come back to the phone line. At 9 o'clock, we are to receive our guest from the soup. So let's get to the comment section. If you're in the comment section, you're watching through Facebook, YouTube, and you haven't sent in your comments yet, you can do just that. Let's see from here. Let's go. Let's go. Ralph says, okay. Alexander Colley, we read that. I think we stopped to A. Franklin Doe. And A. Franklin Doe says, I'm following from Pakukan or Pokukan. Which one here? And this one is Grand Crew County. And I think it's Palucan City. And we have JD Walker says, good morning, Freedom Family. I'm following from Painesville 72nd Community. We have Duada Vani Sharif says, good morning, my Freedom Family. If this failed government expel Yeke from the house, we will re-elect him to that house. Bunch of thieves. We have Kelvin That's Kevin Soko says, watching live from USA. Thanks for the show. Thank you, Kevin. Reason you see, I actually emphasize on people out of the country because we don't have time, the same time, right? So for the fact that they take upon the time to watch the show this morning and in the night to them, we give them an applaud. So let's see. We have Chimno Mamandu Diallo says, this person is following because the message the person say I'm not reading it. Mohamed Mariama J. Sharif says, I'm watching from Mamadi Diakite Intellectual Forum in Jacobtown, St. Francis Community. Poch P. Williams Jr. following you people from ELW Rehab. Thanks to the Freedom FM family. Good morning to the lady in studio. Good morning. We have George Kandaka says, I'm following from a CMC corner, Nimba County, District number 2. Naomi Toure says, good morning, Freedom Family. I'm watching from Nuku Town. We have Thomasin Wiakofa says, good morning to Freedom FM family. I'm watching from Upper Carwell, Samoka Town Road. And we have Michelle, that's Michael J. Momo says, good morning, Freedom Family. Thanks for your good work. We have Lemel Chairman Boom Pekin. Yesterday was my birthday. I'm viewing from Oro, District number 10. Happy belated birthday to you, Lemel. Thank you for following the show. We have Emmanuel Ricks. I'm following from Jamaica Road, Bassa Town, District number 13. Sylvester Sedi Carter. I'm following from the Carter's Avenue in Nima County. We have, that's George Satengwe. He's asking if the children, but that will be answered by the soup guys that are coming here. We have Mustafa Zed Shemer. He says, I'm watching from my Books Before Boys office on Front Street. And this man is my first journalism teacher. I want to say thank you for following the show, sir. I appreciate. We have Philip Nippon says, I'm following you from the Japan Freeway. Thank you for the topic on our discussion. We have Charleston Gay says, good morning. My name is Charleston Gay. I'm following from Nima County. Ambassador Wilson D. Prince. I'm following from District number 2. We have, this is Julie K. Rambo says, good morning, Freedom Family. The president said there will be more things going on. All right. So we have Ma'am Mary Gonga Son says, good morning, Liberia. Good morning, Liberians watching from USA. Good morning. Sarah Gay says, good morning, says, no, this is not Samira. My name is Promise. My name is Promise. So let's go. We have, sorry, but I'll get a sing go here. So you're not playing the people. We have more, that's Morris Fiaka. Morris. And we have Emmanuel W. Gates says, good morning. I'm watching live from Grand Bassa County, Buchanan City. Good morning. So that's all of the comments we have. Very shortly, let's take this short break before we can welcome in our guest from Soup. Let's take this break. Let's take this break. Tools, if you're out there, please come in a bit. Tools Morris, please come in.
In every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hands for the right authority. That it can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us. bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a you must talk it. I mean you cheche. Do well for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, you must report it. Don't take law in your hands, all the right authority. Really can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a you must talk it. I mean you cheche. Do well for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, you must report it. Don't take law in your hands, all the right authority. Really can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a you must talk it. I mean you cheche. Do well for your safety. If you see I don't keep it, you my part to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. It's about me. There are crimes in every place. Never coming to know. You see, so if you see crime, I'm falling. I'm tell her in your hand for the record. They can't take care of it. Crime Stopper, when you set to your door, you reach out. If you see a you want to get a meal, you wait for the if you see a dog, I'm about to report it. Crime Stopper, the people set to your door. Stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Stopping crime and making peace for them before. Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. Keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. The people bringing safety to your door. Stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Oh, yes, we are back. And here uh, some of the leadership from Student Unification Party. Um, let us welcome them as we have already dived into most of their time. So, good morning. Good morning. Please let the public know you.
So, well, good morning. We want to say good morning to our peace and loving people of the Republic of Liberia. We want to say good morning to the militants and cadres of the Student Unification Party. Specifically, we want to say good morning to the most powerful man on the campuses in the Republic of Liberia, former Chairman Odysseus Moba. And foremost, we want to register Our appreciation to the Freedom Communication family for having us here. I'm Comrade Ideologue Sifas Noreen, the chair on the Bureau of Propaganda Information Research and Guidance of the Student Education Party. Good morning.
Okay.
Good morning. And let me say thank you for the opportunity to be here, to come here to discuss national issues, especially within the perimeters of the Student Education Party. My name is Dave Howard Jr. I am the Secretary General of the Revolutionary Vanguard Student Education Party.
Sao.
I would love to extend revolutionary salutations to the militants and cadres of our party. I also love to appreciate the most powerful man in the campuses of the University of Liberia, in Comrade Leader, Comrade Teacher, Comrade Cadre Chairman, Prodigious Plomova, for giving us the opportunity to come here to dissent on issues that affect the Liberian people, on issues that affect our movement. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Okay. So, on I think Tuesday, Wednesday,
Tuesday, April 14th.
You guys take a protest, as we saw it was seeking job and justice. So tell us about that whole protest. How did you guys come about staging it? Tell us.
All right, so thank you. Right, to categorize our most anticipated protest or march for job and justice, we'll go back from the genesis. It was on March 6, 2026 that the Student Education Party initiated a popular call for job and justice, categorizing 75 iron-tape counts of the systemic failure and collapse of the Barracoon regime. We treated issues that are confronting our people. We treated issues that our people are engulfed with. We've issued from a failed and collapsed health sector to a failed and non-functional educational sector to a failed and non-functional sense of having pliable rules in our country, ranging from Leeward counties to most other counties in advance, to a failed system of sanitation project that in the first 100 days, the government of the day appropriated 23,443,543.0 to the 100-day deliverables that seek to treat sanitation project and give the Liberia Water and Sewer $400,000.
Okay.
That water could be distributed, potable water and safe drinking water could be distributed in 3 counties: Buchanan City, Grand Bassa, Kakata, Magibi, Monrovia, Mosovalo County, and East Vance. But today, you check all around, even counties like the very county that the president here from, Lofa County, there are people there who are drinking from pit. In Bon County, there are people there who are drinking from pit. Unhygienic process of drinking water is what the people are practicing, right? So the Student Education Party saw it as an affront. We saw it that a government that came to rescue the people, that campaign to rescue the people, is derailing from their campaign message, even to the fact that in January 2024, where they adopted that same campaign message as an agenda for inclusive development. There's no sense of having in practice of these things. They promise you rule of law, that then patent disregard the rule of law, social injustice and murder against our people in post-war Liberia. This government, or we can say from pre-war to post-war, this government is on record recording the highest gender-based violent cases, accumulating to just rape cases alone to over 2,557. Right? And some of these cases are carried out by the senior official of the day.
All right.
Where is Brian McGill? Where is Peter Jack from the NSA that sold him as a 15-year-old boy? So these things are things that the Student Education categorize and say, we'll come out for job and justice. We must prioritize our people, give our young people jobs. You say you gave 70,000 jobs to our people. That was done in utopia. It was an airborne jobs. There's no sense of our people having jobs in this country. There's no sense of our people having justice. So on April 14th, our people came out We communicated and exhausted all diplomatic means reaching out to this government. We communicated with the Ministry of Justice. We communicated with the Liberia National Police that there will be a sense of the people and the students coming out on April 14. They know that they play propaganda.
So you said you guys communicated to them. Did they give you guys the permit to plow the street?
So that's why I was learning, right? They play propaganda of our request to them, even though it was guaranteed on Article 17.
So they didn't give you guys the permit?
No, and they responded to us on the very same day of April 14, 12 a.m. There's no sense of anybody working at the Ministry of Justice 12 a.m. But the Ministry of Justice posted a release not granting the Student Education Party and its people, the people of the Republic of Liberia, permit to come out and protest.
Do you have any report? Can you provide the report to that?
So we brought all of that evidently on the day of the march. What the police did, they dispersed us. They chased the Secretary General who have part of the circulars of the Student Education Party. They chased him, and he was in no option. He had no way possible, right, to help on anything at the same time preventing a life, right?
So that means the document is missing.
So when you look at that day, right, when from the insertion of the chairman, the Secretary General appearing on campus, you saw the Secretary General with a fire.
Mm-hmm.
That fire was a mean to bring this document because there were journalists. Because I was the first person on campus, the propaganda chair, where I held the campus, I held the media, I was engaging them, and they were asking this question. Oh, the Ministry of Justice said you didn't write them. The Liberia National Police said you didn't write them. So I communicated with the Secretary General. I said, it's good that you bring these things. Okay. Because we're not expecting that the government, they should be asking us for communication that we give to them. So he brought them, right? But what they did, they saw that we were prepared to expose them. We were prepared to expose our propaganda. They chased the Secretary General.
Okay. All right. So
thank you very much. So you spoke about legality. So I would love to emphasize that the right to peacefully assemble in this country is a right that is guaranteed by Article 17 of the 1986 Liberian Constitution. And it is not just the 1986 Constitution. Liberia is also bound by international protocols, international laws. So if you look at Article 11 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, it gives us the opportunity to come out to express dissenting opinions.
So I will say this, and I will say it once. They are saying that this whole protest was politically organized, or let me say, people of different political parties are hand in it. What is that true? Let me just ask, is it true? And if no, tell us why now. It has been, I think, almost 3 years now. And so why now? Why are you guys coming out now to protest?
So let me say this. What you've just said is a cliche. It is a cliche that has been parroted by certain wretched and rotten elements who think that they can delegitimize the struggle of the Vanguard Party, saying that we are being used by politicians, that our struggles are not genuine. But one thing we must understand is that you cannot extricate militants or soup from their agency. We are university students. So if you tell us that we can only speak out if we are being used by politicians, then it means that we do not understand the contradictions in society. It means that we cannot reason. So how do you look at junior and senior university students and say they cannot reason? Do we need to be informed by any politician that young people in this country are jobless? Do we need any approval from the opposition community that only 33% of Liberians have access to electricity? 67% of them sleep in darkness. They are bitten by mosquitoes. Do we need politicians to do that? We don't. So anytime they say these things, they always try to portray soup, as an institution that is used by politicians. But what we say is that we have political consciousness. It means that as young people, we are aware of the contradictions in society. We know our people are suffering. We know the root causes of that suffering, and we respond to it. civil disobedience. We came out very peacefully on April 14. The program I just told you, we informed the Liberia national government that we're coming out peacefully in less than 5 minutes of our march. Less than 5 minutes. The police became intimidated by soup on armed students, defenseless students. And then you became intimidated, you became paranoid, you started to shoot at them. So what we've come to do today is to ensure that we demand justice for our comrades who were arbitrarily arrested.
I was just coming to that. Because we are still in the war of Dalima right now. We don't know if those who were arrested have been released. Were they released?
Of course, they have been released.
Every one of them.
Yes.
So tell us their current situation. How's their health? Because there are information being taken around that some of them was might handled by the Liberia National Police and they are severely injured. How are they?
Of course. So they were beaten, they were brutalized, they were manhandled by the Turkish LMP. And most important reference is that of Fatimata Sise.
Okay.
Fatimata Sise was that young lady you saw who was being beaten. She was dragged by 2 police officers on the ground. She was thrown into the pickup like an animal. Today, the doctors have suspected that she's experiencing internal bleeding. So her condition is very, very intolerable. So we're calling on all civil society organizations. We're calling on the national government to ensure that justice is dispensed for Fatimata Sise.
What do you expect from the government?
I mean, the Vanguard Party as a revolution institution will ensure that justice is delivered. Right now, as I speak to you, we are exhausting all diplomatic channels to ensure that justice is given to our community. We have been writing Amnesty International. In fact, we'll even reach out to the United Nations. Because, I mean, Liberia occupies some seat on the Security Council. So you cannot be occupied that kind of seat. And then you are doing everything that stands in diametric opposition to what you stand for. So we ensure that the Barako administration dispenses justice to our comrades. For the matter, as we speak right now, it's in a very critical condition. So the Liberian government should ensure that justice is delivered. So as part of our responsibility as a leadership of SUP, we are calling on the government, to dispense justice. We're calling on the international community to ensure that this government gives justice to our comrades who were beaten, who were brutalized, who were dragged, and who were dehumanized.
All right. Do you guys have any more plans of ever protesting? Because the first protest was not what you guys were protesting for, was not even giving ears to, and then you guys were taken from the street with fools. So do you have any plans in the future of coming back to the streets?
Of course. If you look at the history of the Vanguard Party, we have been around for about 55 years, going to 56 years now, since 1970. So there's nothing in this country that can stop the young people from coming out. We will always come out because it is a right that is guaranteed in our constitution. We don't need any permission from anybody. So SUP will always come out in as much as there are contradictions, in as much as there are problems in the country. The militants and cadres of SUP and the Liberian people will always come out to agitate for their rights, to express their grievances against the government. So we'll always come out. We cannot tell you, say, because we're arrested, we're beaten, we're not come out. This is not the first time. Continuously, persistently, consistently, we have been beaten. We have been stripped of our human dignity. But nobody will stop us from coming out because we have political consciousness and we want to fight for the sovereignty and the dignity of the Liberian people. So we'll always come out to agitate.
And these are voices from the Students Unification Party, that SUP, and we all witness the happenings on Tuesday. They are in studio with us. We will get to the phone lines, but not yet. So people, please stop calling. Y'all don't make a minute run away. Yeah, so it's serious, right? People are out there. Some people think you guys only look out for trouble. Yeah. Some people think you guys only look out for trouble. But how be it? Is there anything in UL? Let me just say within the school, the various schools that you guys are in, that people should worry about in saying that? I mean, like, if you're a person you want to join the soup, should it be every time you should experience violence?
So you spoke about causing trouble.
Mhm.
On April 14, who caused the trouble? Who caused the trouble April 14?
Don't ask me.
I'm going to ask you because you said we are troublemakers, right?
No, I said people. I'm not
People,
saying, no,
okay,
I'm not
people,
quoting
okay, people.
myself.
So the people who say we are
You
troublemakers.
should ask them.
So we ask
who
them now.
caused the trouble?
Yes,
April
trouble, yeah. So
14?
who caused the trouble? On April 14.
So if you're in the comment section, can you please tell us who caused the trouble?
Let them tell us who caused the trouble.
Sube is taking themselves from this whole trouble. Sube is saying they are not troublemakers.
We're not troublemakers. We have never been troublemakers. Liberia has been operating, on a very repressive agenda. So if we have been troublemakers, we would not have been existing for more than half a century. Century that 100 years. We've existed for 55 years. Then you say we are troublemakers? So how can troublemakers exist in a society for more than half a century? We have not been troublemakers. So it was the government on April 14 that chose to be troublemakers. It was the same government that chose, to go against the sending voices. Well, we're very, very, very peaceful on April 14. Our only objective was to assemble on the Capitol campus of the UR, to march to Broad Street, come back, introduce the term of the movement, issue our petition, go about our business. But because this government is running an agenda of silencing young people, of thinking that we do not understand what is going on in society, they had to be belligerent and they use excessive force. And I love to say this. Under the Baga government, because as students and as medicine of soup, we've had history. So we understand what happened in Argentina, the Dirty War. The Dirty War that happened in Argentina, where young people were arrested, opposition politicians, people who said that the regime was misproceeding, they had them arrested. Even in Chile in 1973, after the overthrow of the Salvador Allende administration by Augusto Pinochet, we saw how young people at universities were arrested. So in every society in which the government is afraid, in which the government cannot provide jobs and justice to the young people, they always resort to belligerent force. They always resort to violence. And that was what we witnessed on April 14. So, they justify our claims that, you have not provided justice for the young people. Justice is something that cannot be seen. So because they understand that they could offer no other intellectual, confrontation to us, they could not say anything. So the only thing they thought they could have done was to be belligerent, was to act as a Turkish institution, was to use goons, was to use hooligans and hoodlums against peaceful student activists. So today, like I said, we've come here to demand justice for our comrades. All those who were beaten, who were brutalized, should be given justice. The LNP on the government should ensure that justice is provided for our comrades, and even the Baga administration should ensure that the medical expenses of all those comrades who are bleeding thoroughly should be covered for. That is why we're here today.
Wow. And do you even have a faith in what you're saying? Do you think that this government is going to ensure justice to you guys? And if they don't, what's your next move?
So it means that, this government has exposed herself of being unfit, right? Of deliberately not adhering to these people's plight, of deliberately bastardizing the rule of law, right? Because let me make it clear, right? Paulo Ferrari, in his book, The Pedagogy of the Press, made two pressing counts, right? It says any situation, right, that does not inform inquiry is a situation that will lead to violence. You saw that day, the police didn't engage us intellectually. Like you said that the press, right, said, Student Vacation Party does not have permit to protest. The police didn't engage us because they know that we engaged them to protest, right?
And they said no.
How could you say no to a call that is guaranteed under Article 72 of the 1986 Constitution? We're not coming out on your opinion. We're not coming out on, on your feelings. We're not coming out on your pleasing. We're coming out on the conditions that you government they created. Insofar there are injustices insofar that the people cannot be ahead to. You said to our marketeers, our market women, that you could provide loans to beef up and stuff that are selling in the market. It was not ahead to. The marketeer came out. You scam our tricyclists, the motorcyclists, that you guys are acting lawlessly, you guys are not protected. What you can do is that go to the national the transport ministry, where get a lesson, get a helmet, get your reflective jacket, and you apply the street. They took their money, they register all of these things, and you put them in the community. You said they can apply the principal street. You scam them, you took their money free. They were disenchanted, they came out. Where you said to our students that you could provide student loans that will beef up our school going. You didn't adhere to that. You didn't adhere to that. The students came out to protest, and you say you cannot adhere to that call for protestation. It means you are not a government upholding the rule of law. This is what we have been saying, and now we are demanding justice for those that are police brutalized.
Justice.
Your gangster police, all of our comrades, police incarcerated. They took their phones, they took their monies, and all of those valuable items are on them. They took them. They should account for it. Our sisters and brothers, our brutalized are homeless. Our family members really are reaching out to them. Is to no avail, because the police stole their phone from them and stole their money. So we are calling on this powerful regime to carry on a thorough investigation of these police officers who stole from the peaceful students and the people. You cannot have a police who you say quote unquote are responsible. They are protecting lives and property, and they are stealing the very property of the people.
All right.
It's our fun. It's our fun. So we are calling on the police. In fact, now the police director, right, Mr. Greg Como, is claiming that he didn't escort any single police officer to exercise brute force on the citizens and students. So what he has done is the commander was there, where we watch a field, where we escorted that if his fellow police officers should shoot at the students. Now should be called to justice. If the police director is not claiming or is claiming that he didn't escort you, you should be able to answer who escorted you to take on the students peacefully with brute force. You should be able to answer all of the properties that were stolen from the students who escorted you to steal them. Right? You should be able to answer, right, to the brutalization of students. Right? Even though when you caught them, their hands were up, showing the sign of surrender, you still took on them, you beat on them, you brutalized them, you took their things and their belongings. Who escorted you? If your boss, who is Gregor coming saying that he didn't give you instruction, so who escorted you to do so? That's why the Student Kingdom Party is here today to call on this government for justice, to call on the government for accountability.
That is the voice of the propaganda man. No, you know, it's serious, it's funny, but it is serious. We are all young people. We know what some of us go through when we get out there. So the SUP leadership is calling on the government of Liberia to launch an investigation into the brutality that was carried on the members of the SUP. Although they surrendered, but yet they were still beaten and taken into custody.
So, Comrade Sister, let me just ask something very, very briefly.
Just do that.
You know, the democracy we have today, the pluralistic democracy we enjoy in Liberia today, is something that was fought for by the militants and the cadres of our party.
Tell us about it. We want to know.
Yes. So, I mean, if you follow Liberian history, if you have been a religious follower of Liberian history, you understand that there was a time when this democracy was monopolized by certain elements in the Jewish party. You had to take a coalition of progressive forces in this country, the likes of PA, the likes of Moja, and the militants of SUP to ensure that today, if you were to organize an electoral process right now, you have more than 30 political parties contesting. So this democracy is something that we fought for. It is something we laid down our lives for. So nobody in this country should have the audacity to stop soup militants from coming out, because we pay the price for multi-party democracy. We pay the price so that young people can have the opportunity to come out to offer dissenting opinions. Who is Mr. Baka? He has
President of the Republic.
He has no struggle history. This man has no credentials. He does not even believe in education. Since the 1970s, he obtained, a pitiful bachelor degree in agriculture. He has never come out of school. He doesn't believe in education. So you have young people who are reading, we are flipping the pages of history, we come out because we have our consciousness, and you think you can intimidate us? You think you can cower us into submission? So Mr. Braga should think twice. When you discuss soup, you discuss multi-party democracy.
Okay.
You discuss confrontation between students and the state. I mean, like the program just said, we catalog 75 counts. You cannot even come to say you offer any dissenting opinion intellectually, but you had to use brute force because you're animalistic. You don't have the intellectual wherewithal and the ideological characteristics to confront the Vanguard Party. So they use force against us. So what we are saying today is that our comrades who were beaten, we want justice for them.
Okay.
We want justice for them.
All right.
This government will be biased if it does not provide justice for our comrades.
Okay. So, Sub is calling for justice. We cannot take calls before because we are running out of time. We cannot take calls, and you can call us on 0776 104 104 086 500 104 or +231 886 500 104. Let's take this first person. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You have to walk away from your monitor. Yes, you're live.
You know the people there, the church does not have belief and anything. It's not even a student. In no country, the book is still a student. But I'm telling you, you know about now the country. You got to take it to everybody must shower. We are the woman and we're sitting here. We are not doing nothing. We need to go and protect the churches. We are going to the station there. We have to honor the political on behalf of the country. We will go for someone more to do that. But they see, social organization, the CFS, the all organization, if you are going to bring in our way of our account, we are not condoning.
Good morning. Yes, you're live.
What happening for students? They don't really know how to organize it for them. And I'm calling a person. The next one, let it pass to all Iran. What we have to do is we will open up another project for other folks. That will be all over that here. That project worker has to step down. That man, he has to step down. Thank you very much.
Okay. So the Student Unification Party is calling on the government of Liberia to ensure justice is served to peaceful students who assemble on the 14th of April to call on the government to ensure that citizens of Liberia can have jobs and justice. Let's take this call. Good morning. Yeah, quiet.
Let's see some minutes. Let's talk to the person. Let's see some minutes when President Brown went out. They said, pay our parents and some salary, they will pay our school fees. Why you pay back?
Okay.
Then why did you go to see the work for that?
They will answer you.
Why did you go to see the work for that?
They will answer you. Okay. Let's go. Good morning.
Good morning, Promise Babu. How are you?
I'm okay. Make your point.
Yes,
Sorry, G.
yes,
Salon.
yes, I'm quite along. So, for the recognition, Terry G. Salon, I join you from the Padre resident. Let me appreciate the Comrade Studio, the propaganda chair alongside with the General Secretary. You know, Promise asked a question with regards to the violence that people always think to into. So based on a backdrop, I decided to cover that whole entire protest of mass or justice. Actually,
You're breaking in.
am I good now?
Yes, you're good now.
So
Make a point. You got 1 more minute. We are not getting you. You have to call back. You have to call back. We are not getting you. Let's take this call. Good morning.
Yeah, once again, says and according to my fellow comrades, is still there for the profanation, the profaned well. And the name remain constant and functional EF command once again. You know, the part to say the attitude or the behavior that was exhibited by Joseph Yuma Parker and Gregory Okoma police, they were unconstitutional, they were lawful, they were unlawful, they were lawlessness, and were intensive constitutional behavior as a ruling establishment. Well, our fellow students, the SUPEX, they remain committed, they prove to the government that they are the senior comrades. Joseph Parker is not governing this country well. The protestation, look at the protest of the protestation. The so-called protest is mass for jobs and justice. Joseph Parker told the Liberian students or the Liberian population that to provide accepted having jobs, which of all we get in 1% as an employee. Then the 14-year-old girls that were raped right against the party around masquerading in the principal school, moreover, moving with dignity. And also the 15-year-old boy that was told man with no accountability. So these are the background of the protest. But the government is just projecting on the wrong trajectory. And we are not afraid of this government. The government came in to defend and rescue this country. But I think the rescue, the people are dying, they are suffering, they are killing, and they are killing the country.
Okay. All right. Let's take this call. We need to get back to the leadership of SUP. Good morning.
Good morning.
You are live. Make your point.
Yeah, my name is Brother Garcia, to be precise, call from Deanville.
All right.
You know, when the people need vote, they were allowed to be closer to them and will walk behind all the people who are doing what I do. But they would never want to take power and hide behind a gun to see that we shouldn't talk anything. And this is why the government is always doing. They want to suppress and silence people.
Okay.
Why people can't talk? Why people can't express themselves? Why you want to suppress people? It's wrong. You see, anything protected will bring gun and
All right.
chasing people.
Okay, it's wrong. So many already saying it wrong. The citizens of Liberia are saying it's wrong. Yesterday, we allowed people to protest freely. Today, it should be done the same. And that's all we want. Okay, keep coming in. When it comes to SUP, this is Hussein Kelwe, if I'm not mistaken.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is SUP Middle Division.
Oh, I thought this is Hussein Kelwe. Wait, let me get you.
Yeah, what the people doing is not right.
Okay.
So that Joseph Walker and his people, they're trying to silence our voices, but they are lying. But anything they do, we still protest. We're waiting for another protest to come, and those boys that are increasing or that got wounded.
They were all free. They were free, but they are still sick.
But let's be justice for them, and there is no justice. They will say, see your protest, a component of course, kill all of you when they will see them thinking.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, you are live.
Okay, I'm actually calling from FKN.
Make your point, sir.
Okay, first of all, I want to extend my thanks and appreciation to you guys
in your studio there, because the fight today is not only for today, but for the future, and for our children to come. You see this government do something that will harm us tomorrow, and even harm them tomorrow. Because being in power, it is not right, it's a privilege. Because it is possible to have this power. Okay. And those things you are against today, you also want to do tomorrow. And people say against it, you want to come the other way. One thing I understand about this country is that we got to forget. Because the thing that happened here for the 14 years that we suffering today, it is how it started. And other people felt disappointed and they felt that the only way they could redress those issues was to open the bush, and they will not happen that way.
All right. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, madam. How you doing?
I'm okay. You're alive.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, brother, and thank you to your together. My name is Vanity. 1 million. We are sent follow-up.
Make your point. You got just 30 seconds.
Yeah, thank you for your topic. You see, one thing I want to say with the reverend and to the students, the confident that is people here today, this government everybody, like all we the reverend, we did that today, we're looking at the government that violating all the rules in the country. The government, all the corruption, that all the aid that was in the society that they were speaking of. Today, they come to power, their aid is more than the past regime.
Okay.
So we need to, 1 minute quickly, we need to,
you got 30 seconds.
Stand up. Yeah, we need to stand up. We need to stand together and stand up for the government, but we not do that.
All right.
It will not be easy for us.
Okay. All right. So back to our guest. I think you heard a caller said that you guys were the same people who have always. And you see now, I told you yesterday, la bring pose your electro. You say, I me say, not me. So that's it. What do you have to say? Then we can call it a day because you guys have already used all of the English on us. And I think this government of Liberia forced to listen. I don't care how they do it. So tell us.
So you witnessed yourself 2 different or separate releases from the Liberia National Police.
Okay.
The first one was just a paragraph stating that they released 20 of our commerce with no charges, unprecedented on the side of Liberia National Police. You will take on people, incarcerate them, you release them without charges. The second one was because after they were dealt with by the people in the comment section and everywhere, they said, all right, so since we release this commerce, we have an independent body established for investigation.
Okay.
What we want to make clear is that independent body that has been set up for investigation is an empty gesture to progress. The Student Unification Party will take on this government a day to ensure that justice is being dispensed for our comrades that were put on last, specifically Comrade Adeola, the Secretary General of the Women Proceeding Bureau, Fatimata Sisi, that is currently experiencing abdominal pain. She currently experiencing cardiovascular arthritis.
All I want that to say. Wow.
I'm giving the clear
medical report. We say so many today. We can play.
I'm giving the clear medical report.
Wow.
Where she's experiencing cardiovascular arthritis and a high sense of internal bleeding.
Wow.
The doctor advised the leadership that we should take on her to an advanced checkup to have her life preserved, that she could be intact as a human of dignity. Where so this government where it's not prioritizing the existence of a citizen. And the colors that said, I mean, they seen government. I mean, already seen Student Unification Party yesterday was were the people that protested against the CDC regime. It means that's a single core, right? That's a core working that has been the responsibility and obligation of the Student Unification Party.
So let me get a few comments to you from people online.
Okay.
Right? So we have Calvin Soko says, greetings to the studio guest from SOUP, Tuesday, April 14, 2026, Jobs and Justice Protest. Liberians in the diaspora were following the protest, and we stand with the students. The protest was genuine, and the students were in order from get-go until Liberia National Police started shooting tear gas among the students. Diaspora Liberians among the diaspora Liberians stand by the SOUP's petition and the April 14 protest. Government must release all the students protesters without conditions. So Kevin Soko, they were released without condition, but they are badly injured, where students are experiencing internal bleeding, said members of the SOUP. We have Sheriff El Famula says it was the police who attacked peaceful students. Maurice Faka Maurice says, good morning, Freedom FM. The police brutality against peaceful students on April 14, 2026 was very reckless. We have Abdullah Dukle says, following from my office around the Freeport, and you still have Kevin Soko says, what happened April 14, 2026? Student protests expose there's the brutal nature of the police. If it was in America, the police IG will resign or be immediately dismissed by the president. Sarah Gay says, good morning, Chairman Moba and the entire student body of SOUP. My name is, so this person is using another person's page. Say, my name is Emmanuel Das Gay. He says, commonly known as Mr. Popo, following from Plum Valley Community, Baga City, Bon County. The action from the police, IG, and its entire police force against SOUP by disrupting SOUP protests by police through the use of tear gas and other through violence. That's the spread protesters was unsound and unconstitutionally dangerous. These students that were beaten, it didn't end, so we can just leave it. It's on serious people in power that why you will always see. And the last person is Kobo Widow say the police action against the students was barbaric. So that's it. People are in support of the protest, as we all know. It's because of Liberians that you're out. But there was another caller that said you guys didn't plan the protest well.
So to conclude, right? If you witness the scene from the Independent Commission on Human Rights, right? They were there, they were present, they followed, they cover all of the actions, right? And from that stance, they concluded that the police, or they want to be held reliable, they took on the students with brute force. There was no single student, right, that confronted the police violently, right?
Okay.
And then, I know your concern you just raised on the last comment.
Concerning what the president said, the protest was not planned.
Okay, the protest was not planned, right? So we took 1 month, 2 weeks to plan this. We engage our people, right? The first stage of every protestation is political awareness and political enlightenment. We did so. We went to our mothers in Wellington markets, to other market, regular markets. We told them that will come out. Okay. So the number you saw was because of the political awareness we carry out. So what we want to say is that the police should be held reliable. The police should bring to speed those that commit all of these things against our people, against our students, and be dismissed.
Okay. So let's get from you, Mr. Edgy, your parting statement.
Thank you very much, Promise.
Okay.
For the opportunity to be here. So let me respond to the caller who said that the march was not well arranged. I mean, 1 month before our convergence,
Okay.
we announced that we were coming out April 14. We even had an elaborate press conference, and we identified 75, counts justifying providing the intellectual scaffolding for our convergence on April 14.
All right.
So if the struggle, became violent, it's because of the government. Because this current government, as we have said, is an aberration. This government is inundated with economic paralysis and political miasma. And we are very fed up with this government.
Okay.
We're fed up with this government. So thank you again for the opportunity. We always come here to ensure that justice is given to our comrades. Fatoumata Sese, like I said to you, is in a very terrible medical condition.
Okay.
We want the government of Liberia to ensure that justice is given to her. We want to ensure that the international community can pressure the government. I was saying to you, we'll go to Antonio Guterres of the United Nations.
Okay.
You cannot say you're occupying a seat on the United Security Council and then you are running behind peaceful university students.
All right.
Embarrass the government if we cannot give us justice.
Okay.
We're not in front of them. I mean, Greg Omo, I know he's listening. He's following the show. He should be aware that soup militants are courageous. Nobody in this country has more courage than soup militants. Very soon. Very soon. We're not troublesome. Coming out doesn't mean you're troublesome.
You know.
Very soon we'll
So
come
that's
out.
it.
So
That's
justice. We'll make justice for our government.
Yeah.
Justice for Fatoumata Sese.
Okay, so that's all of the time we have to be here. We have eaten up our time. So this morning we play host to members of the Students' Unification Party. Issues were discussed as their members are undergoing treatment, and some of them are in critical condition. But how be it, I see you next Friday. My name is Promise Molly Babu, and I've been here since 7:30 this morning. I see you next Friday. We have so much more to discuss. Stick and stay with us as we continue. I see you. Bye bye.
Freedom fighter, you teach by our country.